Hey guys, have you ever made all the appropriate plans for a worship session and at the time of ministry something goes wrong? How should we respond when things like these happen? Let's discuss that on this week's 3 in 3. What do we do when we didn't plan for that? First up, don't panic. You see, before we had a plan for the worship session, God knew what was going to happen. So let's remind ourselves that God is still in charge and He will give us the guidance, the courage, and the skill we need to recover. This may be easier for some than others, but it is important for us to stay calm. And although something has happened that we didn't plan for, it doesn't mean that we've missed the goal of worship. So don't panic. Next up, don't ignore it. Our issues aren't corrected when we ignore them. For example, if we start a song in a key that's too high or too low, then we should just stop and address the issue. If we continue, we prolong everyone's discomfort when we really could have just stopped and addressed what was happening. Speaking of addressing it, it takes us to my final point. Do address it. As worship leaders, we won't know everything, but it is important for us to address the issues that we are aware of. And one of the best ways for us to address an issue is to pray about it. Let's always have an attitude and a heart of prayer. Let's pray about possible solutions. Let's pray about our own hearts that we will be willing to change when an issue arises. But pray about everything. You see, it could be that when an issue arises, we're being given the opportunity to learn something new. So we've discussed 3 things today that can help us to properly maneuver when things happen that we didn't plan for. Don't ignore it. Don't panic, and do address it. I hope this week's 3 tips have helped. See you next time.